more services and stuff. Oh, I don't even remember my password. Oh, okay. I didn't have to re-authenticate to Ustream. If anyone's out there, hello. I have no idea. I'm not in the chat.
Computron 2 is in the chat, and Coded Games.
Code Red Games. I don't know Code Red Games.
Oh, Code Red Games. I like Code Red Soda. It's pretty good.
It's okay.
It's better than regular Mountain Dew. I'm not a regular Mountain Dew fan.
I love me some Game Fuel.
Yeah, Game Fuel's okay. Whiteout was good too.
Haven't had that one.
I think that one was pretty good.
Now I could go for Cheerwine.
Yeah. Stuff is wonderful.
Especially the real sugar.
If we ever have a BotCon on this coast where I travel south again, I'm going to stock up.
I still have a 12-pack of, but it's not the real sugar. It's just the regular.
Oh.
Yeah, cane sugar is awesome. Oh yeah, let me see here. Facebook. Need to make a point to do this. Hello, YouTube.
Don't fall asleep.
I won't.
I was going to say, I bet this is some thrilling viewing for our YouTube audience right now.
I'll one up them. Okay.
When are those Combiner Wars figures going to come out? Come on.
God, I know. I keep checking like every day for pre-orders and nothing.
We got the package art, which looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that.
Yes, I was planning. I was planning on talking about that during the actual show.
Well, I didn't pull up the show notes yet. I'm sorry.
It's in there.
Usually I avoid the stuff that's in the slacking off today.
Oh, I think I know who that is. Cosmos and Wave 5. So is Wave 5 one of the what is the word?
Revision?
Revision wave, yeah. Thank you.
I guess so, if Cosmos is in it again.
I heard someone say that they saw Cosmos in store recently at a Toys R Us, but I don't know if that was a new wave or they just had old stock.
That was definitely Wave 1. That he came out in.
Wave 1? I thought Wave 1 was the Prime and Bumblebee.
Was it?
Yeah.
Not 2014 Wave 1.
Yeah, 2014.
Okay.
I think Prime and Bumblebee were 2013.
They're 2013,
Wave.
yeah.
Oh.
Hey,
Okay.
Dawn's online.
That could have been Wave 1 then, if you're going by the year.
Okay, let's see. how screwed up this is. Oh, no, that's not screwed up at all. That works.
Please have a shirt on. Please have a shirt on.
Oh, now there's a preview in XSplit. Whenever you hover over the button. That's what they mean.
Dawn!
Donald Ferguson. The clean-shaven Donald Ferguson.
Good.
Who has no sound.
Nah, I mean, it actually is warm in here without me having to run the heat all day. So
Your volume's really low, Dawn.
Yeah. What mic are you using?
I'm going to try the thing again.
I don't know the mic that came with the. Let's see.
Don,
Yes.
how are you?
I am very tired. Working.
Yeah, we all are.
Tap your
No.
microphone. Nope.
No, it's. I just found out today. We're not streaming, are we?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Never mind.
You can type it in the chat.
It's a long story. To quote Ratchet, oh great, it's going to be one of those long stories. So I'm not going to really worry about it.
Oh, Don.
You can tell us in the Hangout.
Yeah.
That doesn't stream.
I don't think I'm going to make it to the hangout tonight. I think I'm going to bed as soon as we stop streaming.
Oh, guess what I have at my landlord's office?
Porn?
I have Godmars, which is the Solid to Go
Yeah.
config for my friend Hing.
Oh, wait, no,
Young
never mind.
And the DX9 Optimus upgrade kit.
Ah,
So I decided to go ahead and get one of those, and
Nice.
because I
I got my Optimus for the upgrade kit. I just haven't gotten the upgrade kit.
Well, see, I've got both the Toys R Us Optimus that came in the 2-pack with the Classics Optimus. That I'm probably going to sell the Classics Optimus, and because there's really, I don't think they're going. Fans Project is going to re-release that armor being as outdated as it is, just to match the chrome and stuff.
what, the city commander? Or
Yeah, I think they should re-release it if they could, just because there's so many people out there that don't have that armor. But I'm not sure they would without having to really just redo the whole thing.
I want them to redo a set for my Jinrai.
So, Brian, you feel any better?
Okay, I'm about to caffeine up. Be all
What's your choice of caffeine today?
right. Whatever I can grab. I have a Game Fuel and a couple of energy drinks that we got from Big Lots. So I love Big Lots energy drinks. Because they're
Well,
cheap.
Hey, have you got an Ollie's near you, Brian?
Yeah. Well, what did you see at yours?
Oh, just the K cups, the off-brand K cups are like
Oh yeah, they got tons of those.
like 25 cups for like $8 or
I
something.
could make coffee, and coffee would be soothing on my throat after it cools down a little bit. It's a good idea, Don. I'll go do that.
So what you're saying is they have third-party K-Cups.
Yes.
Nice. Oh, can we talk about a third-party figure that's not coming out because of Harmony Gold?
Sure.
No, not Harmony Gold. World Events Enterprises. World Events Productions.
You don't think it was because of Harmony Gold?
Harmony Gold has nothing to do with WEP.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm thinking
They're being They're being Harmony Gold.
they're
but-
being Harmony Gold. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that was a Harmony Gold move. That's why.
Yeah.
There was a third party. It was made by Mad Toys.
I thought it was already out.
No, it was coming out. They sent one to a reviewer, and it was awesome. Like die-cast everywhere,
Josh at
solid
Collection
ratchet joints.
DX. Yeah, it's Josh over at Collection DX.
Yeah, I met Josh actually at New York Comic Con. I was talking with him for a while, but like solid ratchet joints, beautiful figure, the best looking Voltron I've ever seen.
I watched
Because it was the Lion Force.
Yeah,
Well,
And now it's
despite the fact it was the Lion Force, it was a good looking figure.
the company's website disappeared, their Facebook disappeared, and no one knows if the figure's ever going to come out.
Well, now I was talking to Paladin about this. This is paralleling what happened with Miracle Masterworks Vehicle Voltron, because it was licensed from them, from World Events, to sell in foreign countries, Singapore, Hong Kong, and China, because World Events has the right to Voltron in those markets, not Go Lion, but Voltron. But it could be sold legally in those areas because it was licensed, but they would not allow it being sold in the U.S., which always confused me because you have a company making this toy of your property. You're not making a toy at all of your property, and you won't let it be sold in the U.S. This is very similar in the fact that it's possible that this company will be able to sell it in those areas that World Events does not have.
Well, I believe this was a completely unlicensed figure.
Right, but I'm just saying they can sell it in markets that World Events has no legal claim, and then sell it. And then maybe buyers could buy it from there. Again, I'm not advocating, illegal stuff. I'm just saying.
No, I know.
There's legitimate ways around it. Because
It's probably going to be $100 more if they actually have to get it licensed. It's going to go from like $200 a figure to like $300 a figure, which sucks because I'll pay it because it looks so nice.
I heard the ratchet joints. A lot of people joke about hearing ratchet joints make toys collectors get all giddy. These things were they just went clunk. And when they go clunk, it's like, oh,
That's
yeah,
solid.
that thing is not going. You pose it, it's going to sit there.
I mean, Josh from Collection DX was actually holding the figure long ways, and the legs are full die cast, and they weren't drooping at all.
Yeah, I hope they can find a way around that because I'm sure they've got a lot of money invested in that. And I'll be honest, I have the 25th anniversary Voltron. I got it several years ago.
It's not that good.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've got back in 2007 at BotCon with the Games of Deception set because that set was hot in the dealer's room. I mean, that set was on fire.
Seekers.
Yeah, and I had a spare loose set, and I wound up getting a significant trade value from a dealer there. And one of the items that I picked up, in addition to my God Mars, was that 25th anniversary Voltron. And it's not bad for the money.
Did you get the die cast or?
Yeah, I've got the die-cast version. But I'll be honest, the Trendmasters version. Now I'm sure there's Voltron aficionados that can go in and give you a rundown on what's missing and what's not. It's Line Force. I don't care. But the Trendmasters die-cast version is about half the price, and I think it's a good representation of the character. Not as good as the one you're talking about, diecast. That thing looked. It had shooting fists.
Yep.
Oh.
And everything was articulated.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
heavy ratchets, and it's like Shogun Warriors came back from the dead and said, "Ah!" It just sort of made the Voltron perfect. Again, for Lion Force. Maybe it'll come out. Maybe it'll come out.
I hope so, because I need it in my
What
life.
other properties does World Events have?
It's on their webpage. There's several other smaller properties they own, but Voltron is their big daddy. It's their big cat, so to speak.
Oh, and I thought that was Denver the Last Dinosaur.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I've actually seen several web rings. Well, back in the day when they were using web rings, there's a pretty dedicated Denver fan base. But there's more people that loves Massey. Yes, there is. Everybody loves Massey. Now I picked up lately I picked up too much crap again. I got a Tiger Claw from Ninja Turtles because that's a really cool looking figure. And, that's only like one of 3 turtle figures I have. Finally found my Star Wars, my Walgreens Boba Fett. Finally found it.
Did you find like 7 or 8 more with it? Because apparently they shipped in a box.
Well, there was 4 there, and all the Venoms you could possibly want. Every Venom possible. But the cool thing was they had Matt Smith's Sonic Screwdriver for only $19.99, which is the full version, which is $10 cheaper than another store that's usually found in malls. And so that surprised me of having that item for $20.
Look at Brian's awesome cup.
What's that note that you just put in the?
Oh, that's a question
From who?
from Computron too.
Oh,
If we do, if Rob's gonna do his questions.
Q&A.
I thought the question was Victor Sage.
You say Rob gets his own questions, doesn't he?
Yeah, Rob gets his own questions, but it's probably not the night for it. But
Oh, John DeLuna's online.
awesome. On a slow day, we should probably. I always enjoy just like following with what the chat said.
Just let me just get to there. Why is everything going to Bing all of a sudden?
Your computer
I
update.
didn't pick.
Because Microsoft
Well, yeah,
owns Bing, and Microsoft wants you to Bing all the time.
Well, actually,
Bing all night.
yeah. Well,
Bing every
actually,
day.
Bing it in the morning, Bing it in the evening.
last week I wound up having 31 updates. I don't know where they all came from. I just went to go shut down my computer and it said updating 1 of 38. So I don't.
Yeah,
really
mine
know
did that
what's
yesterday.
going on.
Because you probably have it to download it automatically. So I'll be
Well,
right back.
Usually I've got everything to notify me. That way I can either pick what I want. It's like when they were going to Windows 8, I was able to deny that update because I didn't want it. Darn it, I still cannot find the chat. What am I doing wrong?
It's at www.lemonparty.org.
I may look dumb, Brian. And I probably am to a degree, but not quite that bad.
Here, I'll send it your way.
I don't know why. I guess I'm just having a senior moment.
Here.
Would you calm down? There's nothing out there. I'm sure you'll see something.
Should check my texts. Is John DeLuna there?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's John DeLuna.
What's up?
John
Hey, it's Brian. Hey, Brian, how are you feeling? I know you were sick a couple weeks ago.
I've been sick off and on for like the last 3 weeks, but it was 2 different things. One
Yeah.
was sort of a stomachy, buggy thing. But
Mhm.
It's been like a sinus infection, cold, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mostly over it, but it just like it was. I was dragging last night and I couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. There's nothing wrong.
So hopefully things will improve. So I found out that I have to rebuild the site. It hasn't I put it together in 2009. I haven't really thought about it much since, except for tacking stuff onto it. But our web host or the platform said, "Hey, we're no longer supporting the platform you're on. You're going to have to update." So I might have a request here and there for a graphic.
Oh, yeah, sure. For sure. Do you know what you're going to do?
I'm going to, I hate to say it, but anything that has probably new Soundwave in Fanboy Versus and that stuff, I'll probably not carry it over. I'll link to it.
What?
Well, I'm not. Well, unless we have to. I'm not saying I'm getting rid of it. I'm saying what I'll probably do is upload all of that to archive.org
Aha.
and link to it.
Yeah, because when was the last new Soundwave? A year ago?
I don't need to hear the
When
details
the new systems
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah, last Soundwave was in December. Yeah.
of
Came with
what
5
year.
cassettes. Came
It
with
was
5
last year.
cassettes.
It was last year.
Oh.
But no, I'm not saying not. But I'll probably upload all of that to archive.org so it's there forever.
Immortality.
And immortality. So pretty much the only things I think will carry over to the new site will probably be RSV, Superhero Time, Nick Spring and Turtle are back, and I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to do anything with the thing that
Now,
Just make a Tumblr
yeah good.
with links to
Gotta
I don't know,
something.
iTunes.
can they be Skylinks?
No.
Little hentai here and there, like
Yeah.
normal Tumblrs.
God, Tumblr drive. So, how much of this should I share?
Oh
Since
God.
we're streaming. So, I will say that I was reading an article online. It was about someone who, was that the knockoff, Don?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, I got 2 for Jermaine.
Don just saved me, so maybe I don't have to go into that discussion. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, there's a little bit of flash on the one I picked for me of the 3. There's a little flash keeping one of the thrusters from completely folding out, but other than that, it feels pretty good. I got 2 for Jermaine and Acme, and then 1 for me.
Cool. I read an article or something yesterday that quoted Jermaine.
Really?
I forgot what it was. It was it was what do comic book retailers think of, and I think it was talking about Convergence, the new DC story arc for next year.
Oh, interesting. That looks good for a knockoff.
Well, I mean, people have put side by side comparisons, and I just without going in with a fine tooth comb, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, how's the plastic?
Well, not having handled the regular one, it feels fine. But again, I like Kronos, and a lot of people don't. So my tastes are somewhat subjective to some people. But I like him, and he
It's
saved
okay,
me
Don.
having to buy a Sound Blaster. If Sound Blaster had come with a complete with like at least 2 or 3 more cassettes, like Enemy and
Wing thing.
Wing
Yeah.
Thing, just something to sort of boost the price up, I think a lot of people would have went ahead and got it. I mean, they may have sold the Sound Blasters,
Oh,
but
cool.
at least it would have been a.
Carl's in the chat. Paul,
You know what would have sold him?
Matt, go ahead.
Slugfest and Overkill.
Yes.
Yeah.
People would have gone bonkers for that. They still
Or
need to
Squawk
do
talking
Slugfest
Beast
and
Box in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That-
right.
That could have been his 5 cassettes. That would have been awesome.
Now, Squawk Talking Beast Box didn't fit in Soundwave proper, I don't think.
Did they not? I never
Yes.
tried. I never actually tried to put them in.
Pretty sure they
I-
do.
Okay, for some reason I was thinking there was some pair of cassettes
I don't remember them being a weird
That
shape or
did-
size.
that did not.
I have them, and I don't remember.
I don't. Yeah, they're in a box somewhere. I could go dig them out.
I remember trying Grand Slam and Rain Dance, and and Grand Slam would not fit in Blaster. But now I didn't compress and try and do all sorts of finagling.
That's how I break shit.
Just make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, if y'all can see, I'm not sure if y'all can tell or not, but that's the one there, which will be over here. See how it's slightly whippy jawed?
No.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
I don't know what that word means.
Oh, crooked.
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one's a little crooked, yeah.
Yeah. Well, whippy jawed is a word that we use where I come from. That means crooked. Or
We're pretty much from the same place, Don. I've never heard that.
you never heard of whippy jawed?
No.
Rob Springer's online.
That must be a Greensboro thing.
You ever heard of bumfuzzled?
Yes. I'll show. Whoa, crap! Sorry, I'll show. Why am I trying to add Rob in this? Yeah. Yay! It's gonna be awesome. So,
Why is it not? Oh, I'll follow this later. Stay.
how's the build quality? Because my build quality on like the official cassettes is like wonky for me.
Well, believe it or not, I have not transformed all of my Soundwave cassettes. I started, and then I just got distracted by something, and I didn't finish them. Laserbeak and Buzzsaws was fine. I didn't really have a problem with those. I don't think I got to Rumble and Frenzy, though. I can't remember if I did.
My Laserbeak, the rear fin, broke off.
A lot of people had that problem with him.
I had to repair it. Rob Springer. I had to repair it. Not very well.
Well, I mean, for the price, if you just wanted the Rat Bat to bolster Soundwave's cassette forces,
Rat Bat's the best cassette, so I have to have Rat Bat.
I still like
Enemy
I
is
wish-
the best.
I like Enemy.
you know, if any third parties do listen to us, I know they've been done in the past, but I really would like someone with some really good build quality to do the Japanese dinosaur cassettes that combine and get some really good versions.
I thought KFC was working on that.
Well, he said that he wanted one to do that would be good quality. So that
Are we just-
automatically leaves KFC out.
Well,
Are we just blindly talking to manufacturers?
Yeah.
Hey, Pringles.
Hey, manufacturer.
Say something to Aaron.
Well, I'm just saying, Rob. There's more than likely someone who works for or at least works with KFC that will know about us than the guy.
My cousin works for KFC. She
Dear
makes minimum-
KFC,
she makes
start going. Go ahead.
minimum wage. Go ahead.
How many
Sir-
people do you think work at KFC?
Well, they make minimum wage too.
Like 1 million?
By the
China.
way,
No way.
notice a difference.
Yeah.
Those Chinese KFCs, man. They're everywhere.
It's more popular than McDonald's. One, you were right, Brian. My thing totally defaulted to webcam audio.
You
And when
sound
I,
so much better now.
And when I unplugged my camera, it would go to my headphones. I was like, why is it doing that? Second off, I put on a new Wi-Fi adapter.
Big difference.
Yeah.
That thing was dying. I was like, why is it just doing this all of a sudden?
Yeah,
What is going on?
I can hear and see you now, so at
Yeah.
the same time.
It was working just fine, and then within the past month or so, it started giving me all this crap. And I'm like, no, everything's just fine. And I was like, the front thing of Skype never loads up. What is going on? And now, like, my new Wi-Fi adapter just came in today. I swapped it out, and I'm like, wow, everything is just going so much faster.
Yeah, I'm not getting gigabit internet. I'm really sad. I thought I was going to.
It's okay. You know why? Because then you're going to go to work and be like, oh, this is so slow.
Yeah, I'm pretty much that way anyway. I mean, we have fast internet at work, but I've got pretty fast internet at home.
Got pretty good with Comcast. I mean, now you guys can believe me. But yeah, it's pretty fast. I mean,
I'm waiting
for
for
home use.
I'm waiting for Charter's fiber people to call me before I make any decisions.
Isn't Charter and Comcast the same company?
No.
I'd heard one bought the other one out. Oh goodness.
Oh, let's see. I'm trying to think. Oh, I need to show off something. Hang on, just a second.
Yeah, John. So the mic you're talking about, it's one of those things that people don't really know what they're doing.
Oh my gosh.
It's like I know. It's like oh, this microphone sounds great. Yeah, it does sound great if you want to use it for production work. It works. It works fine. It's a condenser microphone. It's not really meant for like use like this. It's really meant for. I mean, they sell it. They sell it for like podcasting, but it's really not a podcasting mic. You'd be better off with. You'd be better if you're getting a microphone. You'd be better off getting a dynamic microphone instead of a condenser.
You guys, you checking out Don's guns back there?
Don's got some guns.
Boy, does he.
Like literally?
He probably does. We don't want to know.
I mean,
The FBI
I'm not going
wants
to
to see
bring
those
Massey
guns.
next time. I'm just going to bring my 22.
I shoot squirrels with them.
I got to shoot
one's
the deer
called
to keep
Nancy.
it away from Massey.
but with that being said, John, it's a good microphone. And it will work just fine. It's not. It's kind of.
I
Like,
haven't bought it,
I
so
know.
you
It's-
can trash it.
No, I'm not trashing it. It's like using. That's not a good. That's not a. Good,
It's like using a square peg in a round hole.
No. It was like using a hammer drill for like drilling a hole to put like a screw to put up a picture in your child's bedroom.
I have no idea what that means.
Exactly. It's
So this microphone would just like confuse me.
It's probably overkill.
Actually,
Oh, okay.
for podcasting, a headset's probably the best.
Yeah. So if I was going to buy one, if I haven't yet, so the headset that I really want, and if you wanted to get one, this is
This one I just bought, which goes around the back of my head, was like $11.
Well, the one that I want is $450. But
You're showing me this?
What are you, nuts?
no, this is the one I want.
I'm gonna email you the questions this week, Brian, instead of putting them in the chat because
Sure.
there's like a backlog. Actually, I didn't notice.
It's like
And,
the Earl Rex of microphones.
I want that, but I'm not going to buy it.
I can't
Alright.
help it. I love the translucent green. Just,
I should buy a new headset because I've had this one since 2009.
Since you're not coming through your webcam now, you sound fine.
Well, the microphone's a different microphone because the initial boom one died, and this is actually a lapel one I strapped to it just because I didn't feel like buying another
That's fine.
headset.
Yeah, that's fine.
The only problem is, and you guys can't see this probably through the cam, the black crap is starting to slowly fake off.
Mhm.
Where I guess it's dry aged or whatever. So now whenever I get off, I'm like, whoa, what do I have? Oh, just crap on my ear.
Yeah, like John, your mic sounds fine. The only thing that I've ever noticed from it will pick up your breathing. And everything does
That's me
that.
just being sexy.
Yeah, it is. I kind of get
John's breathing really hard.
This is hard work.
I just played Super Street Fighter.
like the only
So many buttons.
roll.
like the only person whose microphone that I ever like man, I wish it sounded better, but it's a trade off for simplicity. Is Don's. It sounds a little tinny, but I picked it out because I knew it would work.
XV randomly sounds like he's in a Pringles can.
Yeah, that too. XV's not on that much though.
Well, the thing is, I don't know if
So
it's his microphone or his room because the unofficial RFC he recorded for TFCon, I was listening to it on the way to TFCon. I heard everyone but him. It was like everyone's talking. It's like,
Yeah. I really like my microphone here.
So Brian shows me a like $500 microphone. Or was it 400? And then Diecast sends me a link to Walmart.
are you really going to buy it?
I typed in broadcast headphone, and that's what I came up with.
I've never seen that. It's yeah. So Don's headset's fine. It just for some reason it sounds tinny on.
maybe it's the smooth, rich baritone of my voice.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying is that smooth, rich baritone of your voice is missing from it.
I wish I could use my Wii U headset for the show, but the thing is, it's like a cell phone headset, so it's like,
Yeah.
well, this ain't working.
Yeah, true. Okay, you guys want to start?
Yes.
Everybody have show notes?
Oh, wait. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
I just realized I haven't.
Link me the show notes, or wait, I think I got bookmarked. Never mind. I forgot I bookmarked the page. Did I? Yay! Look at that crap.
Actually,
Yeah.
Brian, let's see here. The microphone that I want here, I'll show you. It's the reason. The reason I want it's what we use. It's what I use at the radio station.
Okay.
Um,
Sounds cheap, right? Reasonable.
let's see here. But I also need the audio processor that we use too. Oops, Brian.
To make it work, or do you just want that?
I
to-
want it because it sounds so good.
Okay.
Okay. Google has updated again. Stop doing this, people.
At some point, Google decided just to be horrible, didn't it?
Can't we just like settle into 2005? Just snuggle up to all those versions. Just kind of make it work for 30 years.
I don't know if they would work anymore.
Okay.
I'm good with Hotbot. Remember Hotbot? I wish I had Hotbot. That was a
Wish
good
I had
search.
AOL chat. AOL chat was awesome 20 years ago.
Let's
Okay.
jump back retro internet.
Okay.
That mic looks really cool.
It is
That's all I
not.
can say.
It's an awesome microphone. It
Well-
sounds so good.
Well, hey Brian, do you think the radio station has an old spare you could buy from them without
So-
spending as much money?
So this one that they have are 40 years old. They're vintage.
Oh.
They sound amazing, and they would probably cost more than this.
Oh,
We're all.
Oh no, Rob's breaking up.
Someone buy him this mic
Yeah.
for Christmas.
I
Let's all
am
pull
gonna
up. Let's start a
have to
Kickstarter
To
for
get
this
Ro-
mic.
to get Rob
for
the
Dom.
mic.
The mic might be going bad too because it's like a $9 thing I bought from Brand Smart and strapped to a boom.
It's fine.
Oh man!
Okay, now that I'm over talking about mics, yeah, I really
Check out that Walmart link from Diecast.
Yeah.
I will.
That was a decent headset. It was
it's a good show.
Is that what you used? It's a good show. That's awesome.
good shit.
Is that what you used before, Diecast?
No.
I am just going to use Facebook on my phone to share because I think that really jumps in for some reason.
Okay. Are we good to go?
I'm good to
Good.
go.
Let's do this.
Dude.
Let's do it. Okay.
Debt.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody, let's debt.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. This is Radio Free Cyber. Don was talking.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I hate more than anything is listening to a podcast like that I do, or when I'm like, and I start talking, and like somebody, it's like me talking over somebody else, like at the beginning. I'm like, I hate
I'm
that
sorry,
so
I'm
much. It's usually Rob, so it's okay.
Everybody, let's diet. Let's do the
Let's
RC.
do it. Okay.
Let's diet.
So yeah, that just drives me crazy. Okay. This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 393. I am your host, Brian Kilby. If you were watching live on Wednesday, we're not there. It's actually recording this Thursday on 11/20/2014 because I am sick and I need a nice cup of warm coffee right now to soothe my throat. Spiderific. It's my Spider-Man mug.
Tastes like doo-doo.
So with me this week, we have Diecast Don, Rob Springer, Melvar, and John DeLuna. Guys, how's it going?
It's
Excellent.
doing it well.
Is it January yet?
It's one day closer to the weekend than we
Is it-
normally are.
Everybody's working.
is
for
it-
weekend.
I have to work on
I
Saturday.
wear my
so
sunglasses at
it's
night.
Pointless.
I'm working a 12-hour day on Thanksgiving.
Oh, I'm
God,
sorry.
you guys are downers.
Wow.
Yeah,
When does your day start?
6 to 6, 6 a.m., 6 p.m.
Sorry,
and
Don.
and then the Black Friday sales kick in around, well, pre-Black Friday sales kick in 4, 5, something like that.
I have to work at Staples, but I only work 5:30 to 10:30 on Thanksgiving Day.
So my Thanksgiving plans will be me and the Golden Corral after work. I think that'll be my Thanksgiving.
Everybody knows you at Golden Corral, Don. It's amazing.
I ate there way too much.
Like it's like everybody was like, "Hey, how you doing, Don? Hey, it's Don. There's Don. Look at
Oh,
Don."
man alive, is that Don Ferguson?
I loved that. That was just so homey. It was like nice and down home. My
like
Golden Corral's,
Cheers.
yeah, my Golden Corral's not like that.
Well, again, being single, I eat out probably a lot more than I should, as my girlish figure will attest.
No, Don.
right.
Okay, Flo, keep it up.
Let's flow.
Hey, Don.
Flo from
Don.
Alice.
Would you like some gravy with them biscuits?
Oh God.
Up in the Don crowd. Guys, Don's here.
Okay.
They make that RC yet?
That is some fan fiction right
Fan-
there.
Right
It's waiting
there.
to happen.
Hey, so I don't have anything official this year, as far as like because Christmas is coming up, and we've done things like Operation Beehive and whatever. But I'm just gonna I just want to mention this because we're about a month away from Christmas and we haven't really kicked off anything. I'm gonna recommend that everybody out there donate to Toys for Tots this year.
Yes.
Yeah, I wish
I
had-
got one. Everyone, please buy up all the RCs so Don can't find one.
That is a great idea.
Okay, Diecast,
Operation Head Job.
Okay, how long have you been tired of breathing? Is this a new thing?
This is a great idea, Diecast. I was going to recommend that people buy up all the Age of Extinction figures, but I like this even better. Actually,
All
Yeah,
right,
we want
everybody.
kids to have a Merry Christmas.
no, let's modify it. Let's modify it. Kids like stuff. Let's modify this. So every Age of Extinction figure that you can afford, plus all the RCs, buy them and donate them to Toys for Tots. It's not so that Don can't get the toy, because Don will. But if we show Hasbro and all the retailers that female Autobots sell, maybe Don will get, something else down the road. How about that? I think it's a great idea. Just putting that out there.
I mean, Windblade seems to have been doing pretty well.
Or it
For a
was.
piece of garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does have a few issues.
Yeah, one of them being horrible.
but it's sold fairly well. So
When you
Well,
can find it.
Had such a great viral marketing campaign, didn't it? It's like, wow, I didn't even know this was an issue.
Yeah. But yeah, so.
Called it. You
Toys,
heard me.
Toys for Tots. Toys for Tots. Next year we'll actually have something fun. I just forgot to ask Rob for a cool idea. Rob's our idea man.
Actually, I think Diecast really nailed it out of the park this year. I mean, he's like, let's Operation. Well, we can't say it on air. Mind F.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Operation Mind Ferguson.
Mind Ferguson. If you're in the Danville, Virginia area, Greensboro, whatever, if you see an RC, buy it and donate it to Toys for Tots.
Yeah.
And also, get those cans of Miracle Whip out of there, man. We got to look out for Don's arteries.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So Don likes Miracle Whip, sweet pickles, and Velveeta cheese. Thank you, Don.
Velveeta cheese, yeah.
I hear you on the
Like in close
Velveeta and
succession.
And I also like to slice Velveeta or get the pre-slice slices and put them on a cheese sandwich with the Miracle Whip.
Pardon me while I vomit.
Wait. Velveeta and Miracle Whip sandwich?
It's a cheese sandwich.
There it goes.
Okay, let's.
What
It's
kind
a
of bread?
vomit sandwich. It's like, hey, here's some wax that tastes. The Velveeta. I'll work with you.
Is it
All right,
white
I'm gonna-
bread?
Okay, yes. Okay, here.
You know it's white bread, man.
Okay, everybody, please,
I'm just hoping.
Walmart brand white bread.
I want to ask everybody listening for this, for your Thanksgiving. If you
Eat some
want to try
turkey.
something different, when you make your deviled eggs, use Miracle Whip and not mayonnaise. It'll be amazingly wonderful. You have my guarantee.
Don, when I invited you to Thanksgiving last year, Kim was willing to make that for you. You're working this year, so we can't.
Yeah,
but
I just there's too much travel time.
yeah.
But I'm just saying, from my family, what's left of it, to y'all's, try that and see, or do half and half. Half Miracle Whip, half mayonnaise of your choice, and see which one's better. Now,
I don't even eat regular deviled eggs because they're gross.
I like them.
I don't care for mayonnaise in any. It's like, hey, you guys want to see a rainbow? Look under the stream of barf.
Okay, so on the show this week, we have Q&A with Rob Springer. Rob just sent me questions. So there's that. We have news. We have This Week in History. And we have anything else? No, that's it. So a couple things I wanted to mention this week, of course. Please leave us reviews on iTunes. That is probably the easiest, best, fastest way to help us out. If you are an iTunes user, leave us a review. Just after a couple of new reviews, we can tell that there's an upswing. That would be so great. And also like us on Facebook and Twitter. And when we post the show at our website at tfradio.net, at the bottom of the post, there's a little Reddit up, down arrow. Give us a thumbs up. That would help us out too. So please.
Pretty please.
Yeah.
Pretty, won't you uprate me? Sing for me.
The more
Sing,
feedback we get, the better we can tailor the show to meet your needs.
Help
us help you.
I'm going to show all the iOS users out there the easiest way to do it. We are forced to use this podcast app now. You can do it directly from it. Search us right there, reviews. Look at that. You can write a review on your phone while you're
Wow, Rob, I love this. We need to do like a tutorial on this.
You have to use the app. Might as well use it to help us out.
There you go. I love that. That's
While you're
salesmanship.
on the toilet at work.
When you're at Walmart on the toilet. Wherever
Where-
you're on the toilet, just give us
Where
a
you
review.
really use your phone the most. I mean, people always talk about money is dirty, and it's like, you ever think about your phone for 5 seconds? You only use it on the toilet.
Okay.
Yeah, think about that. It's
Hey,
gross.
I wanted to mention this at TFCon. Brad Russell, who is awesome, and
use my toilet on the phone there too.
he yes, I use my toilet and phone.
I got a toilet app.
So, but Brad Russell at TFCon helped us out by donating table space to sell some of JD Church's, our friend JD Church, who passed away. Gosh, it's been like 9 months ago, over 9 months. But passed away. We have been selling JD stuff, and we still have more. We have it at our website, and we'll have it an updated list on Facebook. But Brad helped by donating table space to sell some of JD's stuff. But he actually now has an online marketplace, and you should totally check that out. I'll put a link in the show notes, but you can, if you want to type this out while you're listening, and I'll do it slowly. It's www.squareup.com/market/Brad's BRADS Brad's TFs. Squareup.com/market/Brad's TFs. That would be really awesome if you could check him out. And he did us a huge favor by helping out with JD stuff. And we just wanted to help give back any way we can. So thank you, Brad. You are the man. We really appreciate you doing that.
You know,
And I've known Brad since about 2006 at BotCon, and he knows everybody.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't have it, chances are he probably knows someone that does.
here, if you don't have it, you don't need it.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, and Brad, I know you're listening. When it's time to renew that registration, have a suggestion. Square up, Brad down.
Nice.
Yeah, thinking.
Yeah, and also, hey, I just actually realized this week that we have a couple of extra shirts that I wasn't able to sell through. A couple, I think they are 2X. So if you are looking for a 2X RSE shirt, and you weren't able to get one when we were doing our booster campaign for that, I do have a couple. And you can get those by emailing me directly at brian@tfradio.net, BRIAN@tfradio.net.
Yeah, and guys, they are. We wore them to TFCon. They are some solid, well-built
They're
shirts.
some pretty awesome shirts.
And to quote our friend Greg, friend of the show from Shattered Cast, at TFCon, you couldn't swing a dead angel without hitting a guy in an RSC shirt.
Yeah. Pretty cool folks, I must admit.
Folksy. That's very
Yes,
folksy.
sir.
That's my coffee. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into the show. So this week in history. So this week in history in 1984, yesterday, the 19th, our friend Jake Waller was born. He's only like, what? He was born in 1990, so he's like 24. He's the owner of Retro Reboot, co-organizer of TFCon, Shardacon, and he has a much better collection than I do. He's like 24.
You know, I was in the 6th grade. You are much more successful at 24 than I am at 36.
Yeah. Way to go
Let's
there,
go.
Jake.
Yeah, great, Jake. Good luck being a friend, Mr.
Yeah.
Successful.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Jake.
Jerk.
And but yeah, so Jake's awesome, and yeah, I was surprised he was only 24. I keep forgetting that he's so young.
Hey, Jake, want to send me $5?
I need to go back to his store. Don, you've been there.
Yeah, with you.
He
Yep.
has the he now has the level above him too, so it's now 2 stories.
Ooh, that would be
Man.
That's
Yeah, I know.
So is the second story where the breakdancing goes on?
I hope so.
Awesome.
Sweet.
you know. Hopefully, he painted the walls like from Autobot,
Oh no.
and so it's like that '80s New York.
I hope he
street-
has the music going too.
the
That
street
generic.
corner.
That
Cold
generic.
Slither.
Cold Slither.
Yeah. But yeah.
I can't wait to dance to this.
And so lots of neat episodes also appeared this week in history. But the one that I want to call out, back in 1986, The Burden Hardest to Bear. And this episode really stood out to me as a kid because it was creepy.
I love that episode. It's
yeah,
one of my favorites.
Me too, but like, yeah, it's just, I think my favorite part of the whole thing is, gosh, let me think. Yeah, never mind. It's just the episode. It's just always. I always liked it.
I was looking at the quotes on the Wikipedia, and I have to say because Scourge didn't get a lot of characters. He got less than Cyclonus, but this was his episode pretty much where he gets. It's like when he's all Matrix roided out. He says, and the woman says, "Oh no, we're trapped. We'll be killed." Remarkable. The woman is clairvoyant. It's like.
And they actually did say killed on the cartoon too, not destroyed or anything like that. They said killed.
And then Scourge he says, "Oh, yeah, remarkable. The woman's a clairvoyant." It's like that's the one line that sticks in my head.
That's because Scourge was a stone cold hard butt.
He turned into a flying V.
Hey, you can turn into a flying iron board too when you're that hard.
I've seen this episode several times since I was a kid, but my mental image of this as a kid is just that really creepy image of Scourge all Matrixed up.
He's like got pimples and stuff.
Yeah, he's all pimply and deformed. It's just.
All right, guys. Got the Matrix now.
And then
Y'all go corral.
Yeah. And then Galvatron gets one of his best lines about where someone says Scourge launches assault. He doesn't know the meaning of the word, but he's going to find out.
Yeah.
So that was just some good writing. Good writing.
My Decepticons.
For season 3.
Scourge has launched his assault. Here I come.
Yeah, season 3 is pretty great.
I've got to lose weight.
So hopefully, let's see here. So let's go ahead and jump to the news. So, Generations Combiner Wars. We have diagrams of Ultra Prime and Superion. So basically the Ultra version. So let me go to the photo here.
They were kind of lazy with this. They're like, oh, let's just take all Wave 1 figures and throw them on Prime. That'll work.
Yeah, so here's Superion. But I mean, but they are interchangeable.
So yeah, the diagram actually shows Alpha Bravo's an arm there, and we've seen him before as a leg on the Superion. So there's your Scramble City diecast.
That makes me sad.
It makes you sad?
Yeah, because I just feel like... No, I feel like the figures would be better figures if a foot was always a foot, and they weren't trying to make a foot a hand, or, there's too much engineering.
These figures yet.
Yeah, there's too much engineering that needs to be put into those figures for them to do that. I would much rather just a foot's a foot,
I personally really enjoy the infographic that goes with the diagrams, like the little square, and here's a robot, like chest, Optimus. It's like, oh man, I hope they use this picture everywhere. It's like, yeah, I don't care what I can make. I just want to see, look at this picture. The Minosaur's poopy head.
Well, I mean, I think the best thing we're going to have to do is just wait till they get them in hand, because we all know how good and how bad the Photoshop can run on these things. So,
yes.
I don't want to wait till I get them in hand. I want to speculate and talk. And
when are we going to get these things in hand anyway? I'm still waiting for pre-orders to go up.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising that they're not already up.
Are they first quarter?
Well, now let me.
Yeah, but you would figure that.
First quarter usually shows up right for
would
Christmas.
Be up by November.
Exactly. The 2000, the first start of the new year figures usually come out like a month.
By then, they've done liquidated the back stock. Like, put something out there, crap.
Yeah.
People bought all those drifts.
I remember when the 2015 stuff was like, or the 2014 stuff was like showing up in Ross, because I guess they didn't have anything to send out. So they're like, grab that new stuff, send it out.
So these come with trading cards or stickers or something, don't they? So
I think it's like the Japanese trading card, I believe.
That's fantastic.
So looking at the Firefly figure here, you see the card in the background, and that calls out specifically includes the card. So we have new photos of the toys, stock photos from Hasbro, which also includes packaging, and the packaging's actually not terrible. I
love the packaging.
Let's So I thought I would love the current packaging when I saw it in photos until I saw it in person. Then I hated it. So I'm going into this with some concern that I'm going to feel the same way.
I still like the packaging motif. The problem is it's really hard for people to tell each line from apart because it's all whitewash.
Yeah.
Alpha Bravo. Here.
Yeah, there's one-step figures that are in the exact same packaging as the deluxe figures.
Oh, it ticks me off.
It's like, yeah, I understand, but at the same time, it's like, look, Grandma really pissed little Jimmy off.
But it's like the people that work at the stores, or it may not be the people that work at the stores, it may be the customers, but they're all mixed up. If you walk into any store, no one has them straight.
Yeah, I'm going to blame it on both because I've been at stores where the stalkers have been like on their P's and Q's and the ones are like, just put it up there, and then same with the customers, just shuffling crap around. I mean, how many times have you gotten the wrong price because you thought, oh, well, it's $9.99.
Now, one thing, Brian, is I did see at Robot Kingdom, they had mentioned that there will be pre-orders going up soon for Wave 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I can't find it now, but it may have been filled and they took it down. I don't see it right now, but I do remember last week seeing that Wave 1 was going up because it was all the aerial bots and then one Stunticon.
Mm-hmm.
we talked about. And
it's Drag Strip. That's the one we all talked about buying up in the first wave. That way, when Wave 2 comes out, make some money.
Yeah. Oh, and just as a side note, this is way off to the side. They have the Evangelion MP10 Optimus Prime. We talked about that a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
$279. That's the best price I've seen anywhere for it.
Wow.
So I mean, it's not cheap, but
I get that it's I get that in the Bathing Ape one confused, but that's the Evangelion one's actually the good looking one.
Yeah, it looks nice. It's just it's not 250. That's 50 cents more than weigh the crap too much.
If you like purple.
Yeah.
I love purple.
But
I don't $250 like purple.
Because we all talked about how we all liked it a little bit more than we thought we would once we saw the actual pictures, but it was just a little too pricey.
Yeah, it looks great. It doesn't look like $250.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, that just kind of puts a shadow on anything. You're like, whoa.
Speaking of Robot Kingdom, though, wasn't Robot Kingdom the source of the rumor for MP25 Megatron?
I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, it is Robot Kingdom. So that's a rumor. It's floating out there. Put that out there for what it is. They are reporting that the next MP or the next announced MP is going to be Megatron. Who knows what it'll be? Hopefully, I like the G2 tank Megatron personally.
Yes.
So everyone go buy up those gold Megatrons so they continue on their plan to make a Megatron.
Well, if y'all don't mind me blowing my own horn here just for a second, I believe
PG-13.
I believe it was myself that happened to mention that. Well, since Megatron is getting a recolor and a re-release, like they did with the MPO1, that could bode that it's the last gasp for that mold.
Yeah, I mean,
you weren't the only one that said that.
And we don't know that. We don't know.
I have so little to be happy about diecast. Don't deny me this.
I would.
Don't take this from me.
I wouldn't boast until this is substantiated. Once it's substantiated, I would say blow your horn away and blow it like 3 or 4 times back to back.
In privacy, though. In privacy.
Yeah. Go for a record that day. See how many times you can blow it.
Close the blinds.
Yeah. Clear your browser history after you blow it.
Get a plastic sheet. Just go nuts.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I would love to have an MP Megatron. I don't like the original MP. I think it's a terrible looking toy. I don't like the feel of it. I never actually owned it. I've held it and transformed it and hated it.
Yeah.
It's not the Megatron that we need.
Or the really not the one we deserve right now either.
It's true to form. You're like, hey, isn't the G1 Megatron toy good?
No.
Well, here's a masterpiece. Good God.
It'll be funny if they used the classics design as an MP Megatron.
I would love
The
that.
Nerf gun Megatron.
Yeah.
You know, I made the joke earlier today, and before it came out of my mouth, it's like, God, I really want that now. They should take the Sideswipe Masterpiece and repaint it, giving you head, be like G2 GoBot Megatron Masterpiece. And that would be the best Masterpiece Megatron ever.
I'd like it.
I would too. I was like, you know what they're going to do? They're totally going to. Hey, why don't they do that?
No, I'm just wondering with them, with them doing the Megatron in Generations, that's going to be, or are they going to go with another like a tactical bomber maybe, or are they going to stick with? Yeah, I mean, I'm just wondering.
Under the tank.
I would bet.
Yeah. It just seemed like them. That's a lot of tanks.
It'd be consistent messaging.
Tanks is why we got Generations Galvatron that small.
Yeah. Let's see here. What else?
They like to have the other Masterpiece. I don't know, man. Maybe it could be one of those pink camo hunting rifles I see at Walmart every time I walk past that section. Like, wow, yeah. Why is it camo? They're going to see that.
So, when are we getting the Brainstorm figure? Anybody know?
It should be this month.
So we already have a photo of the Hasbro and Takara versions side by side.
Well, apparently you could buy stolen ones on eBay already.
No,
so
that's where I'm certain people are getting these.
Yeah.
So you can look at these and pretty much tell which is which. If you're watching the video, you'll see the one on the left is more decorated. So, i.e., Takara. Hasbro's to the right. Yeah, I mean, obviously the Takara, the deco on it looks a little better. I like the fact that the canopy for the jet or the bubble or whatever you call it is the quote-unquote right color, the one that I would want it to be. But I'm going to be fine with either one of them. I just want this figure.
And I'm sure Repo Labels is going to come out with something for the American version, maybe to make it look more like the Japanese one. But there was that problem with the intermittent problem with the head mechanism.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. So if anybody gets one,
apparently they were just pushed down into the socket too far.
The intermittent problem with the head mechanism called karma for buying a stolen toy on eBay.
Yeah.
Said it. Jerks.
Well, now I did watch one or two reviews, and they were boxed from actual retailers.
They were boxed
from
actual China.
Factories. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really easy to be a retailer these days, Don.
I mean, like, just because it came from unless it had like a label on it from Target or something, I wouldn't trust that it's actually purchased.
That no one found these in retail yet, and none of the online retailers got them. I would say, however, they did get them was probably not legal.
This is probably the same retailer that you can price match your PS4 at Walmart against.
Yeah.
I just want to say that was said in the review, so I was just bringing that up just to be
okay.
They bought a stolen toy.
Yeah. Let's see here. But no. Let me say this: we're not saying that about anybody specific. So if you watched the review on YouTube, and whoever the reviewer was, I'm certain the one they bought was legitimate. It's the other one that we're not talking about.
Yes.
You know who you are.
Turd City.
Okay. Let's see here. Hold on. Okay, so third-party news. X-Transbot's Apollyon Masterpiece style, not Megatron.
Speaking of a new Masterpiece Megatron.
I was going to say.
So all the stuff that I ever complained about with Hegemon, yeah, this takes care of that. This looks so much better than Hegemon. So much better. It'll probably be crap. I'm certain it'll probably break. I heard somebody, Roebuck, whoever it was, they said that they, no, ignore what I just said. I don't know one's got their hands on it, I don't think. But it looks so nice. Looks really nice.
It does.
It's KFC, which worries me.
Oh, it's their sub brand.
Yeah, X-Transbots is KFC.
Never mind.
Well, now
I'm interested.
Now, John, remember, both myself and Brian have the Ultra Magnus mold.
And I would not buy another one.
And mine came broken.
I mean,
I'm looking at this picture, and his midsection looks really, really thin and breakable.
Sounds awesome.
He has a bunch of little pieces in his leg too, which kind of worries me. I'm not saying it's gonna be bad. I'm just saying I'm expecting bad. It may be.
I'm concerned. I'm concerned.
yeah.
Well,
I don't think I'm ever buying another KFC toy. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's not. It's yeah. Maybe I'll pick this one up and I'll think different. But
wait for reviews. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm actually wondering if the news at MP25 being a Megatron, if that's going to hurt this figure at all.
Well, it's still so, insubstantial as far as, and besides, it's going to be another, unless they've been doing it behind the scenes, and they just happened to leak something that was picked up just to start like a viral marketing program. It's going to be at least a year before we see anything on a new Megatron.
oh, absolutely, you're 100%
Right.
on the money right there.
Yes,
But here's the thing: people that are buying third-party figures are because they're trying to fill a gap in their collection that isn't available through official outlets.
That's not entirely true. Some people,
Yeah.
some people will buy
Some
third
people
party.
are. Personally, if I know a Hasbro version's coming out, I don't bother with the third party. That's just me, though.
That's me.
Exactly.
But most people are the other way around. They will just buy whichever one they like better. And I'll admit, I think it looks great. And KFC stuff, like their Not Blaster, looks phenomenal.
Yeah,
that does look good.
I do have it on pre-order, so hopefully I'll be able to review it as soon as it comes out, and that may sway me whether I pick up this Megatron or not.
It looks nice. If it doesn't feel like crap, and I can get on good from somebody other than Don, who will say that it feels good. I'm kidding, Don. I'm picking. Don's opinion's fine.
Don likes Kronos.
He's so
just remember
positive.
that.
Wait, Don likes Kronos, doesn't he?
Okay, all right. I like Kronos' robot mode for how it looks, but I did admit, and I do admit, there are some issues that needed to be worked out. They were not for various reasons, but I like the way the figure looks, and I'm happy I got him for that.
Rob, what do you think about the whatever its name is?
Oh, Carl.
Carl.
Carl the Gun.
Carl. That's actually really nice. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I just keep seeing the robot mode. Does it even transform?
Yeah.
Because that is really nice looking.
The gun looks nice too.
I haven't even looked at the gun. I just saw pictures of it. I was like, whoa, that's pretty sharp. And it's by KFC guys.
So it tastes great and it comes in a bucket.
You're going to be
That's
glad I bought this.
That would be great if it came in a bucket. All their should come in buckets.
So I want to go back and clarify. Like, I don't like the 1K absolute garbage, and I regret buying it. But the dice stack, it's not bad. It's just not. It's not so bad that I regret buying it, but it's not so great that I'm jumping to buy another one of their items. It looks nice. The plastic quality is kind of and I'm kind of afraid I'll break it, and it has sharp edges, and they bother me. Like Diecast said, he got his, and it was broken. So your mileage may vary. Don loves his Citizen Stack.
Well,
I kind of want one.
It's just, I looked at the Masterpiece Magnus. I saw a lot that I did not like with that Magnus. Even the revisions haven't taken care of everything. Took care of the biggest ones, but just comparing which looks more like Magnus to me, I went with the Citizen Stack.
And Magnus should be out in a month, so we should know pretty soon.
Magnus. God.
Yeah.
Citizen Stack.
I do really love the look of this though. Every problem I had with Hegemon is addressed pretty much. It actually looks like Megatron, like a lot.
Well, hopefully the reviews will be positive and we can go from there.
Hopefully the build quality gets better.
Magnus, why are you called Citizen Stack?
But unfortunately, no one has done a trench coat in Fedora for Citizen Stack yet.
Give me the power pack. Can't say official names.
I still want like Dr. Wu to make me a pimp cane and a hat for my my Grimlock with my Fans Toys platform shoes on it.
I'm going to start my own third-party company called Dr. Woot Woot.
Nice.
And I'm just going to steal his stuff. And you're like, what? It's not like you came up with it. You just saw the show. Oh, geez.
Let's see here. And also on tformers.com, there's lots of other news that you can check out that we didn't get to, including a review of Robots in Disguise Volume 6 and Transformers Primacy number 4, both from IDW, and as well as new photos around the Takara Tomy Mega Drive Megatron, and photos of Masterpiece Bumblebee, basically showing the transformation from car to robot. Can't wait to get that toy, and you should go to tformers.com and check out the news. Let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
You boys have been bored?
Sorry, I'm about to lose my voice.
Brian, if you look real hard, you'll find it. Your voice.
Yeah, I know. So we got that one question. I emailed you a question. Is that included here?
That's what I was trying to find it. I was going to ask you about it. Like, do you know what happened to that? Because I can't find it in my trash bin or my safe. Maybe it's in the storage bin. Let's look in the storage bin.
I've got it. I'll just ask.
Okay, sweet. Because I'm like, what happened to that Q&A? I knew there was one I couldn't find.
I don't know that I read it thoroughly.
Read it thoroughly first, because the other three questions, I can't tell if we read one or not.
I can't find an answer for either one. It says contacting Hasbro and Forums getting me no replies. You guys are pretty diehard fans. Generations Metroplex, where the red post on his left shoulder for in base mode, and on the movie figure for AOE / where's the Autobot logo?
That's just nitpicky questions. Like, why this thing like? Why does Don put Miracle Whip on everything?
Yeah, I'll respond directly to that.
That's probably better.
Don, stop putting Miracle Whip on Massey.
This part of the programming is brought to you by Massey because he said so.
It's totally not me.
The one about Maximals and Predacons, Rob. To say something I wanted to say. We'll get into it.
Got a little funny.
Does he sound underwater? That's
me.
Yeah.
Cause back. Okay, let's jump to the photo.
That is. Well, you didn't even scared Massey.
Yeah, like
That's
Massey's
so awesome. That should be your Christmas card.
Yeah, that should be your Christmas
That has to be your Christmas card. Send me that. I'll make your Christmas cards.
Get your stirring sticks. It's Christmas.
It's Christmas. Actually, so might as well get this out there since Christmas is coming up again. Toys for Tots. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Been sick for like 3 weeks. Hopefully, I'll be better by next week. That's why we're late. 'Cause I was really sick yesterday. Toys for Tots. Donate. Buy up all the Age of Extinction figures you can. Donate, and also RC. If you see RC and you already have one, donate that sucker.
I'm surprised the Age of Extinction figures didn't clearance out yet.
Well, they're probably not going to, just because with the holidays they won't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it will clear them out.
Yeah. And also at the end of the year, the last 2 weeks, we'll only have one show for the Christmas and year-end week. It'll be our year-end episode, an extra large episode from Extra Large Guys. And we're gonna recap everything from the year, and that'll be posted. So, Wars movie with Maximals and Predacons.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, I just read this. And whenever somebody posts a bit of news, it's from a site that I've never heard of before. So it's a safe bet if you've never heard of the site like before, like the Latino News and Gazette. I see stuff like things like from that, or from the Wiltshire Post Current. You know, if you've never heard of it, and it's not being reported elsewhere, probably just something somebody made up.
Yeah.
Now,
Plus, think of the cost
I'm pretty
that
sure
would
we have
go into
answered
that.
that question before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds familiar.
You know,
Think of the
guys,
cost that would go into that. All the money they would need to put in to redo all those characters again. I doubt they want to do
Don't
that.
they redo them every movie though?
They
think
tweak them.
Yeah.
Well, haven't they killed off everybody but Optimus now?
You know, really,
No Bumblebee's still there.
True.
Oh,
the next movie will be Part 5, and even though alleged to rumors Michael Bay may or may not be coming back,
Which
let's face it,
he said that he's not, which doesn't mean a thing because that's what he
Doesn't-
said about the last.
he wasn't
one.
going to
Even
do
if
the
he does-
first
even
one.
if he doesn't direct, I'm sure he'll probably be producing it.
Guys,
Yeah.
And
do
it'll
you
be just
remember
like
when
Ninja Turtles.
Do you remember when he
Terrible.
quit Part 2 because it didn't come out on Blu-ray before it came on HD?
Yeah.
DVD? It's like that's a rumor, because you know what happens. Like, I'm done with this. I'm going to make an art movie. Here's $1 million. All right, when we start. He's a 50-year-old man. He's smarter than that. Like, yeah, I don't care. I'm making tons of money.
Yeah, he's making money hand over fist.
But really, this is Part 5, and even if he doesn't come back, this is Part 5. To think it would be anything more than pretty much what we've been getting. I mean, the movie could be better. You know, it could be a better movie, but still going to be pretty much set the same. To thinking that it's just pure naive. It's like, I think the government's watching me through my cable box. That kind of, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
going to have to
yeah.
be like years from now.
my
from the movie.
government's watching me through my cable box. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they might
I
actually
think-
be doing that.
You know, I had hope after Dark of the Moon, because I was like, Dark of the Moon, I pretty much enjoyed. There wasn't a whole lot, a fault I could have to the movie. Yes, it could have been better, but it wasn't bad. And I was like, they seem to be on an upward trend at this point. I'm like, Transformers 4 is going to be awesome. And then I go and I watch it, and I'm like, it was good, but it definitely wasn't better than Dark of the Moon. So where are we going to go for 5? That's kind of like, we're, like you said, it's basically just the same movie over and over.
I'd like to have a good movie before they're done making them.
I think what we're going to see in 5 is going to be, picking up with the whole creators and if it's the Quintessons and things like that. But I will say that whatever the last movie is, them ending with hints of the franchise going into the Maximal and Predacon era,
It's highly unlikely.
well, maybe not, but it would be a good way to leave it as just sort of a seed for the future.
That would be really hard to do in live action.
Like, was it buried
Yeah,
in
that
the
would look
past?
really gross.
It's not going to happen.
But I'm just saying, if they wanted to put something at the end that may leave them an opening later on, or at the very least acknowledge where that universe would be going for say IDW to pick up on it from there.
Okay, let me backtrack. So now that Hasbro is actually going to take more control over the stuff, that might actually happen, Don. So you might actually be right. But in the olden days, before Hasbro is doing their new Hasbro Studio stuff, I couldn't leave any of that up to anybody like that's involved with the movies prior, without extra oversight.
It's 4 movies in, so I feel perfectly fair in making this assessment. The next movie will probably be a better movie, because so far the odd numbered movies are the more competent movies.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
I guess.
it's not Shakespeare, but 1 and 3 are completely competent popcorn movies.
It's just like it's just the opposite of Star Trek.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2 and
Star
4
Trek-
are montages.
Star Trek didn't pan out either. Come Insurrection, that completely fell apart.
I'm just saying, 2 and 4 are montage movies.
And then of course we had Nemesis, which is the worst Star Trek movie of them all, and it's an even number movie.
I don't think I've seen that one all the way
It's
through.
the worst one.
Is it so bad I
You're
need to see
fine,
it?
John. You don't need to.
It's the worst one.
Yeah, I know, but is it worth seeing?
No.
Just to say you saw it?
No,
No.
Okay.
no.
Hey, real quick, I
Save
do
your-
want to say since Hasbro's taking over or taking a little bit more control, that's no guarantee the movies won't be worse.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Oh no.
But there might be more.
They may not know what they're doing.
There could be more fan service, though, and I think that's. I'm not saying it's good, but I'm saying that sort of a hint, because the producers of like the movies beforehand were like downright hostile toward the concept of Beast Wars, but now that Hasbro is taking a little more, the bulls by the horn, they're not going to be. They're going to be more favorable to their properties, and they could hint at like Well, Maximals and Predacons. I just don't see it happening, and I don't even want to guess what the next movie's about, because, I mean, who in the heck? Who knows? I mean, who knows?
It'll be Optimus Prime.
It could be any. It's going to be Optimus Prime.
They're going to kill him. Hasbro again.
There's already been rumors of Cyclonus and a couple other names thrown out there. So
they will appear, and there'll be nothing like
they show up in the movie. Like, who cares? It's not like they're going to have like anything meaningful to say.
Exactly.
Or do anything.
Yeah.
Their names, and there's a chance for them to reassert owner.
Dang.
Massey attack.
Oh my God!
What did you do to him, Don?
Good God, he's kicking your butt.
Somebody teach Don
Man, he took a
about
headset
Vine,
with him.
please.
That was great.
Somebody show him how to do Vine videos.
Man,
That was awesome.
Oh, he's still going. Look.
The attack continues. This is great.
You getting your ass kicked.
Massey is attacking Don.
Look at that.
He's afraid. There's fear.
Don's like, I'm sorry. I won't put Miracle Whip in your food no more.
He's like, you stay down.
Get down. Get down.
Dad, I ain't working, Don. I think you gotta get a gun.
That's so awesome.
Bad boy.
I'd be wearing long sleeves if I was Don with that cat.
One day we're just gonna be doing this, and Masty's gonna walk around the corner wearing like a wife beater and be like, "Hey, I thought I told you." He's still going. Look at this.
Maybe Massey ripped the sleeves off.
Yeah, maybe.
So,
oh my.
So I'm trying to say this say this with the least amount of cynicism possible, but the fact that they oh my God, I can't believe that Don is still.
Crap out of Don. Look. Oh my God.
But
this is Don's last stand.
But the fact that they
I got it from the other side.
But the fact that they reuse a name that's been used before, to me, means absolutely nothing. It's really just a chance for Hasbro to reassert the fact that they own that trademark, and it doesn't mean a whole lot more than that.
The thing is with Hasbro, before they were able to make suggestions and be like, "Hey, this would be cool, this would be cool." But at the end of the day, the film studio had total creative control, so they take the suggestions.
Doesn't Hasbro have some sort of veto or approval?
That's what I'm wondering, because
I don't know.
I've been hearing recent interviews with Rick Alvarez talking stuff he could talk when he was on creative, the stuff they submitted for like Age of Extinction, and you can see where part we're in the movie and then where they just like, and then we're going to do this instead.
And I try to view the movies as I would view a new TV series. Like, if they do a new Transformer series and they reuse a name like Ratchet, it doesn't mean that it's Ratchet from G1. It doesn't mean that it's Ratchet from Animated. It means it's another character named Ratchet.
Well.
And the fact that the character might have that name in a movie means absolutely nothing to me.
I was actually thinking earlier, it's almost like the X-Men movies. It's like, oh man, Psylocke's going to be in the new movie, and she just runs past in the background.
Yeah. And the next question was, hey guys, also from Trans Fanatics, hey guys, how do you think G1 would have turned out if the Matrix of Leadership had been introduced from the start rather than in the movie? It would have made no difference whatsoever.
Pretty much the same.
Quality, though it might have submitted a little more, I guess, continuity from the start, as opposed to, okay, here's this magic thing.
It would be one MacGuffin instead of, that would just be added to the pile of MacGuffins that G1 had. I mean, that's all G1 seasons 1 and 2 were. I mean,
it might be the one MacGuffin to rule them all, but that's.
I don't even think so. I think it would have been something. Matrix Leadership would have been something that Will Jack had made for Optimus. It's like, hey, Optimus, look what I made for you. It's the Matrix of Leadership. You can put all your knowledge in here, and that's
it holds you smart still, Optimus.
Yeah, it would have been something like that.
Well,
it holds you smart.
At least we could have had an explanation as to why new characters showed up out of the blue from time to time.
Not the Creation Matrix. That's something different. They should have introduced Creation Matrix. Did the Creation Matrix? The Creation Matrix predated the Matrix of Leadership, though.
But also it wasn't a physical thing yet.
It was a
it was code. Okay,
download into Buster's
Alphatron.
brain.
Alphatron would not have died to turn on Vector Sigma because Prime could have just used the Matrix.
Well, not to mention, hey, he's dead. Let's just shoot him into space. There's a holy artifact in him. Don't do that yet. Crap.
They liked shooting Optimus's body into space, though. They did it in the comic, too.
Well, he kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And they're going for the distance.
Pretty much. So, let's see here. Any other questions? Computron 2 had a question, actually. Let me see.
All right. Phil.
Let me see if I still
No,
have it.
Massey
I ain't
cannot-
scared of you.
Massey cannot attack me again.
You can't hurt me
Okay.
anymore.
So, Computron 2 wanted to know. Hey, guys, what do you think of this? How about a new TF series in the G1 timeline called Regeneration 1 with the same story as the comics? P.S. Tell Don that I got RC.
Well,
I would love that.
So my question is, the new TF series, does that mean a cart TV series?
I think it's we already had that series, didn't we? It was a comic book.
Yeah.
Me and Don enjoyed it.
Not a very good one either.
It was awesome.
it was good. The last issue kind
Can you
of
point
went a
at you?
little
Yeah, it was very good when it ended.
It was
wonky.
very good that
It
it
was-
ended, yes.
Look, you see this finger? It's pointing at you.
So,
Now, I would like to see it. Now, if this was part of the TV series that explained what happened between Bot and the movie,
so
that's kind of what I would like to see.
we'll never get that. The reason being is because if you make something like that 30 years later, it doesn't count.
Yeah. Well, see, it's like Titanic. You know, back when Titanic was in theaters, I asked my mom and dad, were they going to go see it? Just because it's supposed to be this big, spectacular movie. And Dad's answer has always stuck with me. It says, why? The boat still sinks. So no matter what all they add to the movie, the boat is still going to wind up sinking. So I guess that's kind of what you're saying, Brian, is that no matter what happens, like Clone
No.
Wars.
What I'm saying is that if they remake something like now, it's going to be created with already being influenced by what came after.
Right.
And the fact that you can never bridge that gap because that gap will always exist. And if they try to do that after the fact, it won't be organic.
Yeah, it won't be. It won't grow as it won't grow into what it should have been. It'll be created by all the stuff that's already.
It'll be
happened.
contrived. It'll be contrived. It has to be contrived because
There'll be so many wink at the camera moments. Hey?
Yeah. So it doesn't. You can't do it, and I wouldn't want it. I mean, that would be a really boring thing for me.
Yeah.
I would just rather have something like the comic, like More Than Meets the Eye in the new Transformers comic, which is Robots in the Skies. You know, they featured G1 characters, and they're G1, but G1 in quotes. I mean, it's new stuff featuring old characters, or the names of old characters, the likenesses of old characters. Do I think that More Than Meets the Eye and all that is the same thing as the G1 cartoon? No, not at all. It's entirely different. It's entirely separate.
G1's not a hard line to begin with.
Yeah. What is G1? Is that the comic? Is that the TV show?
I have gotten in this argument so many times, and people have told me I'm wrong, but no one's actually told me why I'm wrong, because they're saying, I want a reboot of G1. What does that mean? They look like they used to look?
Like reboots or reimaginings are always terrible. I mean, I'll always go back to G.I. Joe. What was it called? That terrible
Resolute.
that terrible series that came out on Cartoon Network a few years ago. It was so awful and so out of the spirit of the cartoon. It just came off as just completely out of place. It was sickening. It was so bad.
Well, the
Is
thing
that the
is,
one where they killed Bazooka
In the first
off
episode,
panel?
yeah, it was terrible.
That's why I stopped watching.
It was terrible. It was and like all the Snake Eyes stuff was hokey ninja BS stuff.
Yeah.
It was awful.
the thing is also about the whole reboot thing or whatever. If it's just they look traditional, pretty much every cartoon's been a reboot of G1 in that logic. Because they're like, War Within, that's a reboot. No, it's not. It just looks like it. So really, that the logic is completely gone there to begin with. It's like reboot. What does that mean? It starts over? Okay, well, no, it's not exactly the same. Well, if it's a reboot, it's not going to. That's how a reboot works. Well, it starts fresh. So now Optimus is named Harry, and he's from New York, and he sells bagels. Well, it's not like exactly. Well, the Spider-Man reboot wasn't like the last Spider-Man reboot.
Well, I mean, I guess to what everyone.
They're all reboots.
Yeah, they're all reboots, so it really contradicts itself.
Yeah, everything.
That's why the next movie needs to be Robots in Disguise.
You know,
2001, Robots in Disguise.
Don's a little leery. He just got the crap kicked out of him by a cat from all sides. You need to use your Obamacare, get that looked at. Beast Wars probably did it the best because they're like, yeah, this happens after that. And that's literally, it's like, yeah, that happened. Yeah, G1 happened. Okay, going forward.
Yeah, going forward. That's exactly. That's
and
right.
They're like, yeah, remember when Galvatron killed Starscream? Yep, going forward. It's literally like the past was remembered in a way that was useful to the story, not that's like, hey, remember when Wheeljack made them Dinobots? Yeah, why?
So people in the chat are saying that they liked Resolute. I mean, that's great if you liked it, but my problem with it was the fact that it was supposed to be, at least from my perspective, some sort of continuation. But that's kind of like, I don't know, like having, how would I say it? So like the Curious George books, if that became all of a sudden like 50 Shades of Grey, it just sticks out like a sore thumb that it's just so radically such a radical departure from what came before, and it's supposed to be the same thing. So if Curious George is getting a BJ, by the man with the yellow hat, while they're doing whatever, I probably should edit that out.
And you yell at us?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh,
and George was curious.
Yeah, George is curious. I mean, it'd be something like that. That's to me what
Rob.
That's to me what Resolute
All right.
was.
Well, here's my view on it, and I think this is where some people view it as. We have a classics toy line where it's like the same characters, but they're updated. They have better articulation. They're better toys. I think a lot of people think that maybe they could do that with G1. Just use the same characters, update them a little bit.
I'm fine with the toys.
Better storyline, better.
That's effective. So Resolute was just this existing G.I. Joe series that we already had that had new characters that didn't even look like the old characters. So, I mean, I don't know. We have that now. It's called Generations. And they're better versions of old stuff. But Resolute, specifically, what I'm talking about is the fiction, and that's where it was. That's just where it was like it just didn't. It was non sequitur. It didn't follow the original series at all from a stylistic perspective.
The thing is, there's some misconception that being mature means you have to curse a lot and have a lot of gratuitous, violent sex, whatever. And it's like in a cartoonish way. It's like there's mature like Resolute, like, look how mature this is. We just blew up Bazooka's butthole. And then there's like mature like the comic, the current IDW comic, which is written maturely, but still completely accessible and not a cartoon of itself.
Yeah.
It's not. It's Dark Knight Returns, not World's Greatest Batman and Robin. I'm the GD Batman.
Yeah.
All-Star Batman and Robin.
Thank you. I couldn't remember the name while I was saying it.
I hated All-Star Batman.
It's like, hey, look how mature it is. He's beating the crap out of Robin and making him eat rats. Why?
But All-Star Batman and Robin was also a reimagining. It's not like they went with Detective Comics number 750. It was one thing, and then 751 was the GD Batman.
Yeah, that's like I think that's what I'm saying. Like, and I'm gonna throw it out. Dark Knight Returns had some cartoonish, like what was up with the Nazi lady, but like
I like Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, but it's like here's mature Batman, and here's rated immature game. He's saying every 5 minutes isn't this mature? 14-year-olds love it.
So I would say they probably went a little too far with the quote unquote maturity stuff. Because they inserted like sexual stuff, but like if you're going back to Batman, like Year One, fit within the confines of the actual Batman ongoing series. Basically, took it back a little bit and reimagined what Batman's origin was. But it was a mature story in the Batman storyline, and they did a good job with it. Yeah. Year One was it was pre-Elseworlds, but it was basically an alternate future that never happened, where Year One was supposed to have been, canonical. So yeah, okay, right. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, a non-violent version of that, just to show how hard that is to do it and why it's usually a terrible idea, is Superman Returns. Just trying to like shove something kind of into continuity, but like you said, it's been influenced by 30 years of just life.
Yeah.
And just saying, oh no, this modern Superman happens 10 seconds after this 30-year-old movie. And even when they try to match it tonally, you can't just do that. You can't turn back the clock.
Well, it's just like we're saying, like forced matureness, well done matureness. Like, why couldn't they?
We're not talking about turning Optimus Prime into a deadbeat dad who's a creepy stalker.
Have you watched part 4? You know what? Screw this.
Yeah, like John said, Superman Returns didn't fit in with the Christopher Reeve Superman stuff, but it was a mature story. But it was not mature like Man of Steel, which was over the top.
Yeah.
So if I had to pick one or the other, I would take Superman Returns.
Yeah.
But
How
yeah.
did he break dude's neck anyway? It ain't as strong as him.
Yeah, I don't know. Rob, I couldn't just walk up to you and break your neck like that.
No, you could, because we're people. We're not superhuman, equally as strong as each other.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, no, I'm fighting. He's like, I'm struggling against you while I'm shooting lasers. He should be like that. And you know what? Man, flipped him or something. Or that. We're just gonna stay like this for like an hour till one of us gets tired.
Yeah.
Like, I'm bored. Okay, let's go get an ice cream. Let's go to YoPlay.
Yeah. Okay.
They have YoPlay stores?
And put his, I don't know, it's yogurt.
It's called Acme.
I could go for some yogurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was there product placement for YoPlay in that movie? Because there was product placement for everything
Should
else.
have been some Fruit of the Loom product
My
placement.
favorite Superman product placement, though, will always be the Cheerios from the 1978 Superman. Yeah.
That's the best Superman movie.
It's my favorite still. Okay.
It looks at the camera and says, yes, this is stupid.
I don't have anything else, guys. Anybody else have anything?
So how about that bazooka?
No, I don't want to offend all the people that like Resolute. I don't, and I gave my reasons as to why. But
well, you shouldn't offend because they're coming to listen to your opinion. You're allowed not to agree with them, and you said it in a respectful manner. And you didn't be like, "It sucks, it's poops," and if you like it, you're stupid. You said it. So if you offend them, it's like, sorry, dude. That's how conversation works.
Yeah, it's a matter of opinion. So
Hey, Brian, real quick.
Yeah.
Neon Sting or Crow Sting?
Neon Sting all the way.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, guys. Again, Toys for Tots. Go out to your local retailer and buy away and give.
And while we're at it, let's also look at it's Thanksgiving as well. Let's look at these hunger drives for canned food. Maybe everyone's heart bleed a little more that way too. Buy up all that Miracle Whip and we'll end world hunger because no one will be hungry after eating that crap.
Miracle Whip doesn't have it's low calorie though, isn't it? So
I don't know. I'm not touching this.
I think Miracle Whip's low calorie, so there may not be enough calories to actually nourish anyone. So
while we're on camera, let's all take a moment to group hug Don because we've been making fun of him and his cat beat him up. He's just had a rough evening.
Don was just abused tonight.
Are you okay, Don?
Yeah, he's not been out for a couple of days because of the
That
weather.
is no excuse.
He loves me.
Don
no,
sounds like a battered wife. He loves me.
Don, look at my camera, and for all you visual listeners out there, check out the YouTube. This is what we saw.
He literally just,
And it was like,
it looked like he was trying to put out a fire.
looked like you were like you're fending for your life.
Well,
like any minute, Massey's gonna walk up behind you with a pipe. Like, yeah, boy, what you doing on that pewter, boy?
It was just a misunderstanding.
Kind of scared.
He didn't mean to hit me.
I'm like, wow.
I deserved it because I didn't take him outside.
Yeah, he actually threw you down the steps. Well, no, I just tripped.
Why are we so dark tonight, guys?
Hey, and before we go, I want to thank everybody who tuned in live for the show this week. We didn't have as big an audience, but we had an audience that was way more active than normal. So thanks to all the people that showed up that don't normally show up.
What are you doing?
Oh, it's happening again, guys. Call 911.
Massey's back
Round
behind.
2.
Oh my God.
Well, if you ever call and you see us squared off like Street Fighter, and I'm wearing Ryu's clothes, and he's wearing like Sagat's scar and everything,
I'm more worried. I'm just going to see Massey standing there holding your severed head at this point. Like, Don,
fatality.
And just shakes it. Talk, Don. Talk about your precious RC.
Awesome.
It
Okay.
kicks him in your mouth.
Guys, thank you very much. We'll catch you next week. Have a good one.
All right, everybody take care.
Happy Thanksgiving, and we will have
Happy
a show next
Thanksgiving.
week.
Yes.
Happy weekend.
Not on
before Thanksgiving.
Thursday.
Not on Thursday.
And if you
Yes,
go-
not on Thursday next time.
And if you go to your local retailer for Black Friday or Black Thursday, remember your manners and don't be stupid.
No, it's Black Friday and Blacker Thursday.
You know, every time I've been out, everyone's been really nice to me. And I've been really nice, and it's been the most pleasant shopping experience I've ever had, usually, despite the fight over picture frames.
I went to Walmart one year and I had to reach in for video games, and people actually were reaching in at the same time and cut my hand with nails. So
Every Walmart has this multi-picture frame on their Black Friday deals, like doorbusters, like $5 or something. Every year, this is the never mind a $2 TV. This is where the line is at my Walmart. And one year, and you know, they just when the tape comes off, people just like flood it and start attacking each other over it. One year, I looked in and there's this tiny, you know, he was this tiny little Asian man holding on to the tug, going like an explosion was going off, and he's holding on for dear life. And I just like, come on, give me your hand. Like it was. People, mind your manners.
Awesome.
Walmart has more than enough picture frames than people.
Thanks, Rob.
Yes.
You did it
we're-
there. Perfect.
Thanks for listening to everything.
Okay, good. Hey, sweet. Man, I didn't have enough caffeine in me this week, but that was fun.
We were
That was an
awesome
episode.
tonight.
That was a blast. I love that I mentioned Curious George getting a BJ.
By Curious George. It's like, hey, robot chicken much?
Yeah.
and then Rob was talking about violent sex and blowing up Bazooka's funnel.
I don't remember violent sex.
I like that.
I just remember saying, like, what the hell was with that Nazi chick?
Gosh, her name was it? Her name is Bruno.
Yeah, it's
And
like, why is this happening?
Yeah, I love that though. With Batman dressed up as the bag lady in the 7-Eleven. No, in the liquor store. I love Dark Knight Returns.
Part 2?
No, Strikes Again was terrible.
Yeah.
Strikes Again.
Let's just forget that ever happened.
Let's remember, Frank Miller really doesn't like Dick Grayson for some reason.
Yeah, but Dark Knight Returns I probably read like 40 times.
Oh, it's a great book.
Love it.
Give me your Baymax, Don.
No. Well, but I'll tell you, if y'all like Big Hero 6, this is for Bandai Japan, and sometimes their stuff's a little hit or miss, you know. And he basically has very little posability once he's armored up.
So what is Big Hero 6 other than that movie?
Yeah, I'm waiting for video.
Okay, the Big Hero 6. Actually, Rob, I mean, you need to go because there's a lot. Even if you don't go 3D, there's a lot of great cinematography in it.
It's not cinematography since it's. I don't think since it's not photography.
Well, I call it. Well, I mean, just saying shots of the city that they've created. This fusion of San Francisco and Tokyo. It's just a really great aesthetic on itself. Basically, Big Hero 6. It's a loose adaptation of a comic from Marvel, where a lot of the pre-established and also some new Japanese characters created their own Avengers. They were called Big Hero 6. This movie is a very loose adaptation of the series, but it's still good. It's still a very. I mean, I enjoyed it just as much as I enjoyed Wreck-It Ralph. It's not quite as much as Wreck-It Ralph because I think Wreck-It Ralph had a lot better pacing in the middle. Big Hero 6 needed about 20 more minutes in the middle to flesh some characters out.
I'm just going to Redbox it, but I'm probably going to end up buying a Baymax before it because I really dig that design. Yeah.
Big Hero 6 is sad. It's a sad movie.
No, it's not. Well, I mean, that for one reason it is, but it's...
There's like 3 or 4 parts in that movie where they make you sad.
So basically it's a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Like a classic Disney movie.
It's like, hey, Disney movie. Yeah, let's be sad for some reason in the movie.
Somebody's gonna die.
Just throw a parent off the roof or something.
Yeah. But
yeah, somebody old is gonna die.
Time to sing.
Yeah. But well, there's no songs. There is not a single song in Big Hero as far as other than just the soundtrack.
So there's a new movie theater opened today in town. So like I don't have to like drive out of town now to go see a good movie, go to a good movie theater. So I can do like midnight showings and stuff now and not get home like super late. But their first week, they have Mockingjay or whatever it's called. I have no desire to see that. They have two like that last Ben Affleck movie. And some movie.
All rats. I haven't seen a movie with him in a while.
Gone Girl.
Yeah, they have Gone Girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's supposed to be good.
I don't want to see it.
It's freaky.
Yeah, they have something. I have some other movie that came out like over the summer, but they have Interstellar and Big Hero 6, and I wanted to see Interstellar until it came out, and I heard it was crap.
all right.
I heard that too.
Space.
And,
Well, I heard it was good up until the last act, and then it just sort of self destructs.
Really, you could just give.
Like Evangelion.
Really, they could have just gave Matthew McConaughey a GoPro and made a movie out of that, because it's like, all right, play some bongos now. Yeah.
like Tom Awesome.
Good God, that's happening again.
Oh, Brian,
You got up and ran.
What? No, Kim's not into Hunger Games.
That
That's
is
what you get for not taking me outside.
that is like watching the Blair Witch. He just gets up and starts running. And this time you know there's a monster there, not just a guy hitting a tent with a rock.
Hey,
Oh,
Hey?
oh, Nancy handed a phone. Answer your phone.
Tell me why you feel.
Yeah,
this
I'm
way.
talking to these guys on RFC right
I'm talking
now.
on the computer. I'm talking on the computer. What are you doing?
What do you mean I gotta come to work?
That's awesome.
He actually looks concerned. This is the police.
It's
We
your
traced the
girlfriend.
call. Massey is in the house.
Sir, we got a report of some screaming in your apartment.
Be right back.
Is this? Are we?
Oh, he
witnessing
took the
a booty
headset
call?
off. This is serious.
I think this is a booty call.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah. If he like covers up the camera,
He's like, yes, I still got
if he
my.
like does that right there.
He's like, I just ate. I don't know if I can do this.
Oh, look, he just dimmed the lights.
He's smelling this. Ew. The thing is, it's
I
just
can't-
like
I have to talk like this. Someone will read my lips.
I just thought for a second the call came from inside your house. Line is no longer scary because what? That's another technology has ruined it. Plot twist.
Yeah, Massey's on the other end. You better get off that computer soon and take me outside.
No, it's not even like that. It's like I'm watching you. When you sleep, I put my foot in your mouth. Do you like tasting my foot, Donald? That's creepy. I'm gonna stop thinking like that. He's like telling the manager, you know what? Screw your Walmart. Oh, no, he's deliberating. You'll have to use the box knives to have on aisle 3. You write them off. You write them off. No, not the fancy 3M ones.
It's probably like Big Bad Toy Store calling him. We haven't gotten any orders from you in the last couple days. Are you okay?
It's
What is
Hasbro.
behind him?
It's
Is that
Hasbro's
like
lawyer.
curtain draped over a chair? A throne?
Is he in a kitchen chair and he just put like maybe a shirt or something over it?
I don't know. That's a really high chair.
Yeah, I admit there I was like, maybe it's a ceiling fan. He has a bed sheet on it, but I was like, no, there's no other.
You know what? Brian
Has his
said
chair
he
back.
covers his toys in sheets so they don't yellow. So that is possibly a toy display that he has covered in a sheet.
It's
Either
like
that or a
Fortnite's.
sandwich. I mean,
Behind him, immediately behind him.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is because that leads into his kitchen.
it's when the light dims and darkens and you get to
Brian
see the
only
boxes
got to the
behind. It's in those boxes
Sexist.
behind where the ghost is going to come out.
So Brian, come on into my bedroom. Here's my Grand Max.
Oh wait, I see glowing eyes. There's Massey. Oh, the lights went off. He's gonna go.
God.
I really hope. Oh, there's more glowing eyes now, isn't there? Look at that.
Do you think I should grow my mustache back?
Yeah,
Oh, I forgot about the mustache. He should.
I really hope that's not a serious phone call and we're making fun of our friend as he's going through something bad because he's got a serious face on.
Yeah, and for whatever reason, he hasn't turned off the camera or ended the call. So
His attention got completely swapped out of what he was doing. So I really hope it's not serious. I hope it's like, yeah, it's kind of hard to tell when he's sad or happy though. So
He's a straight shooter, right down the middle, right?
I don't think he knows where he is half the time.
He knows when he's at the Golden Corral, that's for sure.
He walks in. Y'all better clear away. Donnie's coming to the chocolate fountain. Sticking my steak right in there.
Isn't Golden Corral expensive? Am I crazy?
it's like dinner is like $18, something like that.
Okay, that's expensive.
I'd rather go to McDonald's and get like a cheeseburger for like $6 and call it a night.
I mean,
if I was like going to go and gorge, it would totally be worth it. Like if I was like in a mood to gorge, that's why you go.
it's one of those like, I'm going to eat 10 steaks and nothing else type of thing. And might I add, don't eat 10 steaks and nothing else because you will feel horrible for like 3 days.
The meat sweats.
No, it's more like, let me just walk off all that beef at this Target behind the Golden Corral. The entire thing smells like my butthole.
Oh. Go ahead.
Good. I'm expecting something horrible to happen behind him. Every time it shows the...
Now he's rubbing his forehead. Oh my god.
You found the body, officer?
I don't know how it got there.
It's like...
I'm sad. This body language is making me sad.
It is. It's concerning. It's like I don't... At the same time, I can't help to notice how creepy it looks behind him, the way the lighting works behind him.
Yeah, the way the lights sort of kind of turn off every once in a while.
Yeah, it was Massey drunk in the other room watching TV, drinking a beer, and like the chat. Oh, is he laughing or he fart? He's like a baby, isn't he? You can't tell if he's gassy or happy.
They're not happy when they're gassy, that's for sure.
I wish he'd washed that finger already.
How's fatherhood treating you, John?
It's fine. I mean, it's fine. There's good times and bad times. What am I going to tell you?
You're not sick anymore?
Oh, I'm sick off and on, like quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
Because you bring stuff home from daycare.
Yeah.
And you're tired and you're old. So that's how.
And you have to chase her everywhere, I'm sure.
Yeah. And she's like healthy and brand new. So.
How old is she
cards
now?
Against me. 11 months.
11? Oh God, 11.
So is she walking now, or
she's about to?
about to?
Yeah, she's definitely about to. You can
She's
tell.
in that crawl stage.
There's no walk. It's straight to run.
That's probably true.
So, yeah, be prepared for that. There's 2 steps and then a laugh and then they're gone. So
yeah, that's the way she was with crawling. It went from like 0 to 60, like in a day.
Stone Johnson in the chat says that you sound like Casey Kasem, John.
Who, me?
Yeah, I can tell.
Can I go on a
little
profane tirade?
And up next, Paula Abdul. Straight up and tell me. Oh, here he's back.
Everything okay, Don?
Yeah, Fred's dog ran off, and he's got cancer, low blood sugar. The dog, not
friend,
Fred.
Your friend Fred in Charlotte, or Fred in Carolina, right?
Well, yeah, no, actually he's in King now, but he's from Charlotte.
So can you go help him find the dog?
He lives about 2 hours away.
Oh.
And actually, I must go by his house within about 10 miles of his house, going down to Brian's. So, and plus he's on the way. He has to go into work because he works for same company I do on third shift. So he doesn't have a lot of choice. So he's just worried because Rocky has the cancer, and
I'd call out if my dog ran away. Like, I'm not coming in. I gotta
find that critter.
It's hard to call in.
Yeah.
So he's just worried about him, and plus the fact that the dog is sick, but he's just doing dog stuff. He doesn't realize what's going on.
Yeah. Sorry.
That sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
Actually, thinking about it, not about the dog. Apollyon, since it's X-Transpod, it's probably going to be relatively not super expensive, right?
No,
the pre-orders are up.
150, I think.
Yeah, it's 150.
Certainly looks better than Mania King.
Oh, I'm glad you said that.
Yes.
I dropped him.
Oh, I soured your I pre-soured your opinion on that, didn't I, John?
No. Here's the deal. So, Mania King, the plastic quality on Mania King is like what early third-party stuff all was, and like over time, Fans Project and Mastermind Creations like got over that, and so like their plastic quality, at least now, and make toys too. I think pretty much their quality is, if it's not first party, it's fine, or it's like some different flavor of
Yeah,
that
it's
level of
comparable.
quality. Yeah, it doesn't. You don't feel
No,
their
no.
stuff and think it's some kind of off product.
Yeah.
And Mania King is still that, and so that's what I was worried about. And then when, we were talking about it before I got it, I was like, oh god, it's what I feared. So that's
I don't
basically.
think it was that bad.
I don't think he is either. I don't transform him all the time, but he feels pretty solid to me. It's like I said, I wish I had played with one at TFCon before placing the order, and I would have waited just because this is great, but I can afford to wait a little while longer. But other than that, I don't have any problem with him, other than the gorilla arms. But
It's just off for me. That's the problem.
Yeah,
and
I agree with that.
I can live with a little bit off when it's a first party item and I'm not paying $150 for it. But if it's not like pitch perfect to what I want, if it's $150, there's no way.
What is going on back there? Time to,
He's running.
time to poop.
Found the dog. Did his
I'm
camera
going to
just zoom out?
Oh,
Yeah.
he's in the scary background now.
I'm going to the
Oh,
bathroom.
yeah, the crap. I was right.
That's his bathroom.
Oh man, he just got held his pants up on the way up too.
I
Like,
got turtle head poking out.
It's Groundhog Day.
We shouldn't make fun of Don. Well, no, we have to make fun of
Does
Don.
he ever listen to the recording? Not that this is part of the show.
It's the rebirth going on. Holy crap!
I'm about to have a butt master.
I gotta
I
have a
almost got my own headmaster popping out.
I gotta go get the headmaster.
Oh, hey Brian, did you see like all the kind of iffy reviews of Quantron?
No.
Yeah, there's like QC issues here and there.
Yeah.
It's just off. Hey, we didn't mention. What about that? What did you guys think of that third-party Lio Convoy?
want it?
I like it and dislike it in the same breath. Like my big problem with it is that it doesn't look like Lio Convoy to me. But
It's like a Zoid.
Yeah, I know it's really nice. But what I love about it, Beast Wars.
Exactly. Beast Wars and Zoids. I like Zoids quite a bit too.
Third-party Beast Wars, I'm all for it.
We have to support this.
Support your third-party Beast Wars maker.
It's
Yeah.
like, look, they literally aren't making it anymore. Like, oh, we got one or two. Yeah, wait till the cartoon comes out. There they went for a while.
So, Don, hey, did you make it in time?
Yeah,
Well,
I was able to mark my territory.
I made a
Okay.
mud pie. Yeah, the
Not
mud
that
butt.
fast.
Uh-oh, got the mud butt.
Oh.
Be back.
Well, for some,
Ugh.
for some strange reason, I talked to the guys at Chosen Prime. Are we still streaming?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I talked to the guys at Chosen Prime, and apparently there's something big is coming out tomorrow, is what they're saying, and I'm guessing I know what that is.
Like toy-wise, news-wise.
Toy wise. So I'm guessing,
Utopia.
yeah,
Utopia.
because they said at TFCon it was already en route to the U.S. at that point.
Yeah,
So that's.
I still haven't gotten a good look at the box for that thing. I've seen like little bits of it, but like I don't even have like a feel for like how it's packaged.
Oh yeah.
packaged
Did we
in
see?
gigantic. No, it's blister
We
cards.
didn't see packaging.
Yeah, you saw it, but like there's strangely few pictures of it, even though it was like at TFCon.
Hey, John, is this the first time you've been on since TFCon? Have you been
maybe.
on? We really missed you.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Are you going to BotCon?
I'm talking to you, babe.
Hey, is Sharticon happening again?
No.
I think I heard like
Sharticon's dead, as far as I know.
We need to help
There's
them out.
there's rumblings that it could come back, but
Let's give them
that's
support.
the last I heard.
That was like the best con ever. Mainly because it was all of us together, but
And it was an hour away.
yeah, it took me 6 hours to get there. That is much better than 12 hours.
Yeah.
But Rob, like when the last BotCon we were at together, I got to sleep at your house. How awesome was that?
Mm-hmm. Me and you, that was our bro movie. Was BotCon 2010? It's like Brian and Rob on a road trip together. Car smells like farts.
Yeah, I guess that was the fart adventure.
Man,
Because that's the only time that you and I have actually traveled to BotCon together, isn't it?
yeah, it was like one pure methane cloud the entire way there and back.
My normal travel partner, if I go with anybody, has been Cypher.
Right. Who can also smell pretty rank. We were like there's another gas station. What kind of Cokes they got here?
Don, is that not how Kim and I are? It's exactly how we are.
you stop at every gas station.
Just see what kind of service we got.
Oh,
Every shift.
When he came to Atlanta for Joe Lana, it was like we made a schedule. We have to go to Quick Trip at some point. It was like a scheduled event. It was like Brian and Rob go to Quick Trip.
That's where we parted because I wanted to go quick trip with you.
And I wasn't letting you go without us going. It's like we're doing this.
I really hope that I really hope there's a BotCon here because whoever wants to stay at our house, like we live right next door to like this main street in a small town, basically, even though it's like a suburb, and there's all sorts of like mom and pop shops on it, and they all have like weird boutique sodas like from around the country, like in their ice chest. So Brian, you'd have a field day.
Sweet.
Do you have any Mountain Holler?
I don't know. I can ask around. I have no idea. They
So,
have like
John-
cheer wine out the wazoo.
Ooh.
Well, I'm just glad we went to Jungle Gyms, so I was able to get my RC10. Unfortunately, I've drank it all and I don't have any left.
I've had one cup of the cherry RC that I picked up, and I probably will have to pour it out.
Oh,
Pour one out for your homies.
Yeah. Yeah, Jungle Gyms was something that Kim and I wanted to do for a while. It had like 4 aisles of hot sauces.
Man.
yeah. I had to get Brian to explain to me why the hot sauces were so expensive.
Because you have to pay for quality, man.
Yeah.
Because they use imaginary peppers.
Well, you know, it requires like it's they take the pepper, they take the capsaicin and extract it and condense it down. So I mean, it's not just making something. Yeah, there's an actual process to it that takes time and effort.
It was kind of cool going into the European, the British section.
Which I skipped.
Yeah, I told Brian, it's like I've died and gone to Chris McFeely's local grocery store.
Aldi.
I love Aldi.
Yeah. Speaking of dying and going to heaven, I think I hit my Rob wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop off.
Yeah.
Are we doing a hangout or?
Yeah.
I'm gonna skip the hangout again because I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Put the show together.
At some point between Don getting his ass kicked and the show
Hey,
ending,
I held my own for the most part.
you got your ass kicked.
Brian, I'll put the link to the hangout in
Well, he's
Skype
got,
chat. That way you can.
Or do you want to just go to Facebook and link it from the show post?
Okay.
I like how Don's like, well, hey, I beat the shit out of him too.
It was a tie.
I beat that motherfucker.
He's got 4 paws and 20 claws. I have
Don, he is the size of your arm.
yes, but claws
You get
hurt.
to win.
Claws hurt.
Claws, you're the dominant species. Like, let's get
Not
outside.
at this house.
Not in that apartment.
It's like, all right, that's it. Open the door. Hit me one more time. Yeah, you know what? Go buy your own meow mix. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Your own
Hungry?
your own special kitty.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, I feed him the
Sam's own.
he either gets kit and caboodle or the sunrise, the Friskies
He
breakfast.
kicked you in the boodle.
I think you need to give him the not Friskies.
I think you need to like not him or something at this point. Be like, look, this is why you don't beat me up, and he's gonna be like, damn, this sucks. And then he's gonna beat the shit out of you.
I think we all need to get together and just load him up on catnip.
Catnip only works like half of all cats. What works for every cat is caffeine.
Oh my god, that's frightening. He just looked at the camera. What? I'm watching Andy Griffith.
So is Don still there?
Yeah.
So I will point out that Massey didn't attack me.
Yes, he did not. He actually, after a while, let Brian actually scratch his head, and he usually doesn't let anybody get close to him, other than me and.
Massey did not attack
I
me.
don't think he let you get close to him either.
Notice what my cat's natural state was. My cat, when Don got there, he just sat down on Don's lap.
Yeah, I mean, he just leaned up against me and just started wanting to pet. It's like, this isn't natural. It's like, yes, it is. This is a normal cat.
Let me kiss you with my fist.
Meow.
Okay, I'll see you guys
Dark
later.
ass. Yes, it's time to go
People
to
watching
bed.
live, I'm going to drop off, so we'll see you later.
And Doc,
Holla.
where you putting the link at? Facebook?